Can you clean greasy engine parts with home products? Well, I've got a number of things here. We're going to test it out. First thing here I've got is sugar soap. It's like a mixture that you mix with water. Washing up liquid, many brands available. Fairy Dawn, that kind of thing is all the similar thing. And this one works as a dishwashing kind of liquid. And we've got distilled vinegar and soda crystals. They react together, and that's like a combination that works quite well to get rid of grease and grime. And then an all-purpose cleaner, something like a floor cleaner, worktop cleaner, that kind of thing. We're going to test all of these out with some warm water and see which one works the best. So this is like a test. I'm doing a restoration of a motorcycle. So number one is sugar soap mix. I've got warm water, 500 milliliters of water. I'm going to mix in a couple of capfuls of the sugar soap and mix it, and then use that as the solution. I'm going to spray it on the part. I'm going to use some agitation with like an old toothbrush or something just to see how this works. And as mentioned, I'm doing a motorcycle restore and I'm working on my engine parts and cleaning them up. And I thought, you know what, I've got carb cleaner, I'm using loads of chemicals. Let me see if I can get this done with normal household products. So that's the main reason I'm making this video. I'm going to share it as I'm doing it and you'll see how they work out. So first thing here is the motorcycle tappet cover. So these are normally drenched in like, well, not drenched, but you have regular flow of motorcycle oil throughout the engine, which kind of keeps these lubricated. But because it's an old 1979 motorcycle, it's been gunged up with a lot of old fuel and debris and things. So we're going to use this mixture. I'm going to spray it on. I'm going to give you a couple of angles so you can see what I'm doing and you can actually see how this works. So I've sprayed on a bit of that solution with the sprayer, and I'm using a nylon brush. It's not a toothbrush, it's like a proper brush that you get a set of them in, like a brass and silver. And we're going to work it in and see how well it works. So overall, you can normally tell if something is working. I was able to see and feel that the oil was still oily, so it didn't fully degrease it like I thought it would do. This is like a speed up of what I'm actually doing. So you'll notice that is a speeded up video. However, keeping in mind that the warm water is helping it to break down, after like 4 or 5 minutes of soaking, it didn't really work that well. I wasn't that impressed with the sugar soap. It did clean it, but not really to a high standard. And failing that, I did also use like a sponge, a kitchen sponge, so it's like rough one side and a sponge on the other side, similar to like how you get scratch bright kind of situation. So that was a sugar soap, and I let it soak for a bit. You can see the water is not that dirty, so it's like kind of okay, still the same kind of yellowy color that the solution is. So that's number one. And at the end I will summarize with all of this, but I'm going to dry it up and see how well it actually did perform. Again, this is like a quick test. It's not like a scientific full-on thing, but I'm just feeling how well it feels, and it still felt oily, so I probably needed a bit more work doing it to get this sorted out. So that's number one, sugar soap. Next up, we're looking at all-purpose cleaner. So this is along the lines of like floor cleaner, bleach, worktop surface cleaner, that kind of thing, like a mixture. Again, I'm using 500 milliliters of warm water, and I'm going to put in a capful of this solution, which is probably more than I need, but I'm giving it like a good chance to be able to work. We'll see how well this performs, and we'll do the same kind of situation where we'll agitate it. And I've got two tappet valve thingies, I don't know, call the official name for them, but the motorcycle uppers, and I've got its own little container. I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix and then see if this works well. So again, we'll have a close-up look at this. You can see I'm just spraying it modestly and like giving it a good little scrub with a nylon brush, so nothing too intensive. Something that you would all expect to make it clean. So you can see this one was a bit more frothy, so I gave it a bit more like what's the word, yeah, you can see there, like, what you call that, bubbly, yeah. So it's taking not really a chemical effect, but like it's a bit more looking like it's working well, because I can see the water getting dirty, and I felt it as I was doing it just to see if it felt oily, because the main thing, if it can get rid of oil and grease, then it actually will work very well in multiple situations. But overall, leaving it there for a few minutes and using it to agitate with the brush and a sponge. We started using sponges because that worked a little bit better. You can see the water's a bit more better now, because you can see it actually working. So this one so far did better than the sugar soap solution, and it feels okay. There's still little bits of like feeling of oil, but let's have a look at what else we've got. So next we'll do the number 3, soda and vinegar. When I say soda, this is like crystals, baking soda kind of situation, where you basically pour it in clumsily like I did. I didn't use a funnel and I put it all over the worktop, and then you put in a bit of vinegar in the warm water as well. So it's like a concentrated mix, but that's another option that works really well because it's like if you remember, I did the motorcycle restoration and I cleaned my radiator with this solution and it worked really well. So I thought it would be a fair chance to give it a go here and see how well it performs on this motorcycle parts. We'll use the top cover for this because that's like also needs cleaning. So I'm just doing each part with a different solution and seeing how it does. So there's a build up of old oil and grime on this, so it will see how well this performs. There's no exact measurement here. You're basically putting solder crystals and vinegar and warm water and mixing it. And then what I did discover is because the soda crystals were getting stuck in the funnel on the sprayer, I gave it a good shake to get it melted, like kind of work a bit better. And then you opened it and started spilling it on. And then to make sure that I didn't leave gritty bits behind, I did wash it off as well. So this one was a bit more intensive and I had to wash it off to make sure I get rid of all of it. But I did see the water changing color, so it did get rid of a lot more of the grease. And then I have to fully rinse it off with the hose pipe, and that helped to get rid of all the residue. But it worked quite well, to be honest, because the outer case here was quite filthy. And you can see here, it's an aluminium case. And using the water, it got rid of all the soda crystals and it made it look a bit more nice. We'll have a quick close-up look on it as well. So you can see it did slightly scratch the surface because of those soda crystals, so maybe not the best solution. We'll have a look at a few more of these. So we need to look at the washing up liquid. So this is like the easiest one that most people have. So things like Fairy, Dawn washing up liquid, anything you use to wash up with is meant to be a really good degreaser. Because think about it, you use it for pots and pans and those, if you're doing oily food or anything like that, it works well. So I put in a bit of Fairy, shook it about, and the main unit I used here was with the Fairy. So we'll see how well this does. So you can see I'm liberally spraying it on the main tappet springs. Again, this is something you want to clean with, but then make sure you wash it all off so it actually doesn't cause any issues for you. I used it on here and I was quite pleased with it. It worked quite well. Out of all of them, I think the one that I'm most impressed is the all-purpose cleaner did a very good job. But Fairy, to be honest, did a good job as well. Because you can see as it bubbles up, it froths up and it kind of degreases very nicely. And I used the nylon brush. There was more here to clean as well. So it did actually work quite nicely. I did use a sponge as well, just to give it like a fair shot, similar to the other cleaners. And we cleaned off the chambers and everything. And I was quite impressed with this. So overall, if you're thinking about home products, do you have to go and buy a fancy cleaner? I don't think you need to go out and buy a fancy cleaner. A lot of this will work quite well. If it cleans your pots and pans and those are greasy, then these are similar oily situations. So in summary, using the sugar soap, it was okay, but I wouldn't go out of my way to go and buy sugar soap to clean with. Looking through this is like a mixture and it meant to degrease, but it didn't do that of a good job. Fairy did a good job. I liked that. It's washing up liquid, so it does degrease and work quite nicely. And it's easy and safe and most people have it. The vinegar and soda crystal mixture, this worked very well on my radiator restore, if you remember that. So that was a very good place to use it, but in this example, it wasn't that great. All-purpose cleaner was okay. So if I was to give him a number, I would say washing up liquid first, all-purpose cleaner, soda crystals, and then sugar soap last. So everything else kind of didn't work. So I'm hoping this helps you, and if you're thinking about it, you can definitely use home products. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe so you actually get notifications directly to your phone each time I load a new episode. I've got loads of videos planned for this bike when we get it back on the road, so it'd be good to have you along on the journey with me. Take care and I'll see you in the next video right here.